Looking good. Hi! Good day from Silkkimokka in the northern parts of Sweden. Hope you're having a great day, great week, and great whatever else. I bought a drone. I bought a drone. Huh, I bought a drone. Huh, droney drones. Ooh, droney. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun with a drone. We got the DJI, what's it called? The Mavic Air 2, I think it's called. Really happy with it, having lots of fun. The girls want to start to fly their drone as well. Kind of waiting with that. We'll see how that goes. But before we get too far into this video, let's roll the intro. And, as usual, thank you to all of you who are subscribed to the channel. To those of you who aren't, please do subscribe. We really helps us. We really appreciate it. Also, check out our Instagram and our website, www.meanderingwrights.com. We'll see you there. So a couple of days ago, my father-in-law and I went on a evening hike, pretty much just around the corner. Erica and I had put the kids to bed, and my father-in-law and I headed out. What we wanted to do was go over to where the river kind of becomes, well, the rapids section of the river, let's put it that way. It becomes a little more shallow, so it gets a little bit more turbulent in the water. It looks neat. But the thing was, we weren't really sure if it was flooded or not surrounding the river. So my father-in-law figured we'd walk out there and kind of see what it looks like and see if we could bring the girls out there safely. We could. It was actually great. We could get right up, right next to the rapids. Little muddy, sure, but that was fine. And the mosquitoes aren't really out yet as much as they could be. They get a lot of mosquitoes up here, but they're not quite out yet in full force, so that also makes hiking a lot more fun. And the raw nature here is really the focus of this area. I mean, we're a long way from anybody and anything. Within a couple of miles, there's going to be like 50 people living here. So we have to drive about 10 minutes to get the girls to the school that they go to. And there they have, well, what they call a real town, but we're talking 200 or 300 people that live there. This also means that it gets quiet, like really, really quiet here. In the evenings, if there's no wind, right now it's raining a little bit, but if there's no rain, no wind, animals are sleeping. I mean, you come outside and you get this like the ear popping silence, where it's like the ears are making up their own noises they don't know what to send your brain. So it's like you're making up your own noises. Really is kind of neat. So being way out in the boonies like this, it also means that when you go on a hike, you are pretty much alone in the woods. So both as a family and with just Erica and I, or just me for that matter, whenever we've been on hikes before, it's usually been on trails, and it's fun saying hi to people going up or down with you, and that's fine too. But here, if you're on a hike here, it's you and whoever you're with, and that's it. You ain't gonna meet anybody out in the woods here, or at least really, really rarely. So that's also, you really become one with your surroundings and with the nature, which is also something we want the girls to experience. So that's actually really good. So we've mentioned earlier how impressive it is when all this snow melts and just floods the area, right? There is just this insane amount of water coming out of everywhere. So the rivers are really picking up, and the streams have gone from like non-existent to just hauling through the woods, which is of course really cool. It also meant that rivers and lakes, I mean, they've kind of flooded different areas. So there's places that were, they're supposed to be fields. They're now, instead, it's like lakes. Again, kind of cool for us, I guess. Not really sure if the locals think it's that awesome. This is an extreme year, though, so it usually isn't this flooded, they tell us. So thankfully, they don't have to endure this every year. The girls and I, of course, we think this is great fun with all this water and the floods. So we, on our way home from school a couple of days ago, we took a detour and we kind of ran up a dirt road where we knew there were going to be, well, the water was really, really close to going over the road a couple of days ago. And we figured we'd check it out and see if we could find any puddles, which we did.
Sky, that is what you are. Breathe and you know you're alive. Feel the beat of your heart. Well, life is a crazy way of turning everything upside down. So move with the time that you have. The world will keep spinning round. Listen, I wanna be there with you no matter where you go. Life is a table for two, and we're starting the show. Well, I'm gonna spread my wings and fly so high up above the clouds.
Somehow, driving cars through big puddles and making big splashes just never gets old. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but what's not to love about it? Splish splashing in a car. It's fun. Now, as soon as we could, we got a boat out in the little lake here. So it took about 10 days from where there was ice on the lake until we pushed a rowboat out on the lake. There was actually still, I guess, chunks of ice floating around in the lake when I pushed the boat out there. But nonetheless, we wanted to get out there and row a little bit. I don't know if I can teach a 6 or 7-year-old to row, but we'll see if I manage. Now, it really switched quickly on us from winter to summer-ish. So it doesn't get really, really warm here. Instead, it gets like a really hot day here is like 25 degrees Celsius. I'll put the Fahrenheit somewhere here. Can't do that math in my head. But in the sun, this far north, the sun really does a good job heating you up. So in the shade, it might be 20-some degrees, and in the sun, it feels like a really, really warm day. So whenever we get those nice days and the sun's out, it gets really hot, and we can actually play around in the lake. And the lake, again, it was frozen just a couple of weeks ago, and it's still, it's newly melted snow running into this lake and then out towards the rivers and then onto the ocean, I guess. So the water is pretty frisky, really, really cold. But it's fun anyway, and the girls like it, especially Claire. She, I guess she doesn't really mind the cold. Actually, she does. She bounces and screams, but she thinks it's so much fun so that she'll keep going anyway. So the first real day of this summer sunshine and kind of warmth, I found 2 telephone poles, strapped them together, and kind of created my own stand-up paddleboard. Now, granted, it's kind of hard to paddle around on a 10-meter, they're about 10-meter long poles, so it's a 30-foot stand-up paddleboard. Not super easy to maneuver around, but it was a good start to the summer break, I guess. I was happy to be out on the water, and the kids were really happy about it too.
Well, everybody, yeah, everybody, yeah. Take it up to the top, may the party never stop. Make it loud, make it real, let them know that we're here. Well, everybody, yeah, everybody, yeah. Throw your hands in the air, and if you do it, if you dare, turn it up, shake it down, and the world will spin another round. Feel the beat, tap your feet, now we're just begun. Check the time, sing the rhyme, this is how it's done. Everyone hit the floor, now we're really gonna get things started. Yeah, we'll get things started now. See the light shining bright like a superstar. Reaching high for the sky like I know you are. Every day there's a way and we're really gonna get things started.
Haha.
Pick it up to the top, may the party never stop. Make it loud, make it clear, let them know that we're here. Well, everybody, yeah, everybody, yeah. Throw your hands in the air, and if you do it, if you dare, turn it up, shake it down, and the world will spin another round. Spin another round.
Känn superkall. Wow.
Vill du bada med mig?
Vad sa du?
Vill du bada med mig?
Nej.
Feel the beat, tap your feet, now we're just begun. Check the time, sing around, this is how it's done. Everyone hit the floor, now we're really gonna get things started.
Hey! Again, thank you for subscribing to our channel, and thank you for checking us out on Instagram. If you haven't already, please do so. Until next time, keep on keeping on. We'll see you soon. See ya. You know that smell of the first rain? That's good smell. I love it.
Well, everybody, yeah, everybody, have the right.